In the heart of Anacostia, right along the Anacostia River, is a beautiful place called Popular Point. Over 150 different species of animals and plants call Popular Point home, and we call it a great place to see Mother Nature in action. But Popular Point might soon be destroyed. Where will the peepers go to peep? And where will we be able to go to learn about nature?
Despite the difficult cold weather in the Washington, D.C. area, Christmas bird count participants took to the field on December 15, 2007. Poplar Point Park, which is across the river from Earth Conservation Corps, is an endangered park.
I see them. Four of them. They're four.
Audubon's mission is to conserve and restore nature's ecosystems, focus on birds, other wildlife, and their habitats. Towards the end of the 19th century, an ornithologist by the name of Frank Chaplin formed the National Audubon Society, which they proposed counting birds instead of shooting them. It is now 2008, and the Audubon Society is still counting.
How are you? Travis Johns. Nice to see you.
Travis, one of our Civic Justice Corps members.
Okay.
In regard to the annual bird counts, one year might not mean a lot in terms of a outdoor event and collecting information on the birds, but over time and over the years, that data that you collect begins to mean something. You can see trends, you can see where populations are declining perhaps, and you can use that information to track just how well bird populations are doing.
Yeah.
But Gary, can you get the goals? I mean, if you take a little seminar,
you
can really figure it out.
But you have to know 3 or 4 years of their plumage.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say,
Right.
if you can stand it for another 30 seconds, there are actually several ages of herring gulls here. So if you look, there's
Start from left. You got
ostensibly,
the ring
yes, on the left-hand side there's an adult ring-billed gull, and then to the right, that bird's a first winter herring gull, so that was born this year. And just to give you an idea of how much variation there is in herring gulls, the bird to the right, which is much paler, is exactly the same species and the same plumage. If you work right, though, there's a bird standing in the shallows, just dipped its head down, and another bird standing on the shingle in front. Now those are both. So the bird in front is probably a second-year bird.
Interesting area. Wild turkey right here, white-tailed deer, fox.
Bald eagle? Ridge, bald eagle. You see it?
Yes.
Going to the right, he's slowed down.
Robin's flying left.
All right, a bald eagle. Very good. Thanks to the old Earth Conservation Corps. You know, they brought that back here into the nation's capital. You know that? Yeah. People from the Anacostia communities brought the bald eagle back to the nation's capital.
It looks like it's a pretty small, like this tangle of saplings and such that we're seeing. I think he's sort of in there.
Right in over here, when we first walked in, it flew, and a lot of people said red-tailed hawk, and then it perched, and we saw it for about 10 minutes.
Downy woodpecker.
In 2007, this beautiful park was approved for redevelopment. A far more autonomous and intimate plan for development is rapidly approaching.
Good.
10 acres of pretty significant hardwood wetland. And one of the last bits left around here in the region, and it is recognized by NOAA. And the border of the national park is that fence right here. And on this side is 40 acres of the old DC nursery. These kids now, like Travis, is planting trees in Georgetown that are coming from North Carolina. We could get this nursery going right here as a training thing, and that's easy to do. Just get in there. So
I mean, to have that, because that's what brings activity and
right.
But also great learning too. I think having
Bob, would they let the Corps to come in here and clean this stuff out?
To the Department of Interior, National Park Service at this point.
Lynn?
We were talking about that earlier.
No, because we get our Corps members in here, clean this up.
We were talking about having Bob come in so that we could have a discussion and see what the opportunities are.
Good. That sounds good.
Common crow. American crow, yeah.
We saw bald eagle.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we had a bald eagle.
You saw the bald.
Let's see, we saw ruffed grouse.
Did you see ringneck pheasant?
Tell Michael what you saw.
I saw like fat turkeys. They stood like this tall. And I saw some barred owls. And I saw some cardinals, some crows, some seagulls.
And what do you think of this land out here on Poplar Point? What do you think of if you want this to stay natural or with a...
Yeah, it should stay natural. No stadium.
You think people in the surrounding communities will use it a lot more if it's a park?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they will. If it's a park.
Good. Okay. But no red tail, right?
I thought I had seen woodcock, but I never was sure.
The Christmas bird count participants have a discussion on what was seen today.
Wendy, we have a report from the field. 31 different species seen by this distinguished group, ranging from great blue herons, cardinals, to white-throated sparrows, ruby-crowned kinglet,
Don't forget the
golden-eyed,
peregrine and the bald
bufflehead,
eagle.
down to the barred owl, peregrine falcon, bald eagle, and a wonderful variety of other birds. So congratulations to everyone.
Great.
Lynn, would you,
Turkeys. Yeah.
Secretary Paulson, give us a few?
Well, the highlight for me were the turkeys and the peregrine falcon.
Yeah.
And
Actually, the golden eye.
and the low light, oh, the golden eye, definitely. And the low light was I didn't get to see the barred owl.
Hey.
My low light was not seeing the peregrine falcon. I did see the barred owl and the bald eagle.
I've seen a lot of peregrine falcons, but not many barred owls.
And if Paul and Gary had not been along, I think our list would have been maybe 15.
Right.
That's very kind.
Right.
So bring your bird
That's
expert.
absolutely true.
Well, it's a pleasure.
They were able to spot 31 different types of bird species in the park. As the day comes to an end, there's still one question that comes to mind. What can we do to save Poplar Point Park?